Hey guys, how's it going? Got a surprise for you today. Welcome back to my Hoot Crew. So I guess you're kind of wondering why you can only hear my voice and you can't see me. Well, gee, here I am. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. So hey guys, welcome back to my Hoot Crew. Night Owl here. Yes, it is me, all decked out in my green for St. Patrick's Day. I wanted to do this in honor of my friends in Ireland and my sister-in-law who is Irish. Her mom was in Ireland living near Belfast or in Belfast. In Northern Ireland. So I wanted to do this in tribute to that, and some people who were Irish also settled here a long time ago in Hamilton. So here we go. Let's get into my vlog. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is St. Patrick's Day is celebrated each year on March 17th. In Ireland, St. Patrick's Day is both a holy day and a national holiday. St. Patrick is the patron saint of Ireland, and he was the one who brought Christianity to the Irish. So I'm going to put a picture of St. Patrick right here. Okay, according to the legend, St. Patrick used a shamrock to explain about God. The shamrock, which looks like a clover, has 3 leaves on each stem. St. Patrick told the people that the shamrock was like the Holy Trinity, that in the one God there is 3 divine beings, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. The shamrock was sacred to the Druids, so St. Patrick's use of it was in explaining this Trinity was very wise. So they were saying he was really smart in using that because to the Druids it was a really important symbol, so it really helped. It says, although it began in Ireland, St. Patrick's Day is celebrated around the world. People with Irish heritage remind themselves of the beautiful green countryside of Ireland by wearing green and taking part in festivities. Now, I also know that there is a bit of Irish in my family on my dad's grandfather's side, so okay. Okay, so St. Patrick's Day is usually celebrated with a parade. The one in Dublin, Ireland is known to some as Irish Mardi Gras, but the one in New York is one of the biggest, and it lasts 4 hours. 2 Irish wolfhounds, the mascots of New York, and National Guard Infantry Regiment, the Fighting 69th, also lead the parade. More than 100 bands and 100,000 marchers follow the wolfhounds in the parade. Okay, so snakes, another tale about Patrick. That is, he drove off the snakes from Ireland. Different versions of the story tell of him standing upon a hill using a wooden staff to drive the serpents into the sea, banishing them from Ireland forever. One version says that an old serpent resisted banishment, but St. Patrick outwitted him, and St. Patrick made a box and invited the snake to enter. And the snake insisted that it was too small, and the two argued. Finally, to prove his point, the snake entered the box to show how tight the fit was. St. Patrick slammed the lid shut and closed it and threw the box into the sea. Although it's true that Ireland has no snakes, this is likely to do with the fact that Ireland is an island, and being separated from the rest of the continent, the snakes couldn't get there. The story of St. Patrick and the snakes is likely a metaphor for his bringing Christianity to Ireland and driving out the pagan religions. So some other things I want to talk to you about is Irish blessings and prayers that are said sometimes by the Irish. My sister-in-law has taught me a few of these. So this one says, friends like you are hard to find, warm and caring, thoughtful and kind. The little things which mean so much, you warm my life with each and every touch. And that means like hugs and stuff like that. And it says, bless you all. Now another one is, and thanks for the fullness of the days spent together. The friends that we pray for will be with us forever. The feelings we've shared, the feed and good fun, The faith that God's blessing have only begun. Now I have one more, and I'll just kind of put that in here. Okay, so another part of Hamilton Irish history was the earliest Irish organization in Hamilton was the St. Patrick's Society, founded in the 1830s. The society assisted the Irish newcomers in adapting to the area, as well as organizing the many events for St. Patrick's Day. The town that sent Irish to Hamilton was Titanic's Last Call, is the name of a story that was written by someone, and he says, "There's a polished shamrock on the lawn beside our city hall in Hamilton. It sits atop a slab of granite as a tribute to the Irish who settled here in Hamilton." So here's a picture of that monument. The Shamrock was originally erected in Gage Park, but was moved to City Hall because of vandalism. Now the joke is because the Scottish monument never got wrecked, but our Irish one did. So anyways, the first Irish settlers came here in a very hard way on the coffin ships. Below decks for 6 weeks or more, many did perish, and most of this was because of the potato famine in the mid-1800s, which is why they came here. Starvation and disease was a part of it as well, and more than 1 million have died. The rest sailed away, and some started again in Hamilton and settled mostly on the land bounded by Hamilton. In Jackson Square between John Street and Wellington Street, that area became known as Corktown. And there's quite a few things that I'd like to tell you about that are in Corkland. Corktown. Now, the first one is 88 years ago, they built a pub called the Corktown Pub. The legendary Corktown Pub is Hamilton's oldest licensed establishment and live music venue. For more than 80 years, the pub has played host to local and international talent. So that's part of it. And there's also the Corktown Park, and there's a bunch of other things down there as well. So let's get to the best part, some Irish food. Okay, so some traditional Irish foods are soda bread, and soda bread is a variety of quick bread traditionally made in Ireland. The ingredients are flour, baking soda, salt, and buttermilk. Other things that can be added are butter, egg, raisins, or nuts. Another is Irish stew. Any variety of meat and root vegetable native to Ireland is put in the stew. Common ingredients are included lamb, mutton, potatoes, onions, and parsley. You can also add carrots, turnips, or pearl barley, but some say that spoils the true flavor. Kilkenny is another one, a traditional Irish dish made of mashed potatoes, kale, or cabbage with milk, butter, salt, and pepper. Some things you can also add are scallions, leeks, Labra Bread, or Labra Bread, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, onions, and chives. It can also be eaten with boiled ham or Irish bacon. Something I've made several times in my house is shepherd's pie, or the cottage pie. It is a meat pie with a crust topping or mashed potatoes. There are many variations, but the defining ingredients are minced red meat cooked with gravy and onions, and sometimes other vegetables such as peas, celery, and carrots, and topped with a layer of mashed potatoes, then it's baked. You can also top it with a layer of cheese, and I love cheese. So right here, I'm going to include some pics of Ireland, flowers, and some different monuments in Ireland, and then we'll get into a couple little stories I've got. So I have the Shamrock story, which says the shamrock is a young sprig used as a symbol of Ireland. The name Shamrock comes from the Irish Seamarog, or Samarog. Sorry guys if I'm butchering that. And it simply means young clover. The shamrock is traditionally used for its medicinal properties and was a popular motif in Victorian times. Okay, the Irish flag is also something that I looked into, and King William III defeated King James II at the Battle of, I think it's Boyne, in 1960, giving Protestants control over Ireland, because at that time when that war happened, Ireland was mainly Roman Catholic. The tricolour Irish flag was first flown by Thomas Francis Meagher in his native city at the Wolfetone Confederation Club on March 7, 1848. Also, the green represents the native people of Ireland, the orange represents the British supporters of William the Orange, who settled in Northern Ireland in the 17th century, and the white signifies the lasting truce between orange and green. Some really cool things that we all know about Ireland are Irish breweries that include Guinness, Smithwick's Kilkenny, and Harp Lager. Three most famous symbols are the shamrock, the harp, and the Celtic cross. Now, it wouldn't be me unless I included a little bit of trivia, so let's see if you guys can get this answer right. What dish is associated with St. Patrick's Day across America, but is unlikely to be found on the dinner table in Ireland on March 17th? Is it A, ham and eggs, B, steak and potatoes, C, corned beef and cabbage, or D, Guinness stew? And the answer is C, corned beef and cabbage. So if you got that right, there you go. Okay, so I had some different things here. I'm going to put in a little clip of a video that or still pictures that I took of 10 weird inventions that are from Ireland. I don't think they're so weird, I just think they're cool inventions, but I had no idea that they were from Ireland. So now I have some Irish jokes and sayings, because you know I've got to finish it off on a good note, sort of. Well, anyway. The top 10 reasons to be Irish are: number 10, full of beer and blarney. Number 9, It's noon somewhere in the world. Number 8, Irish today, hungover tomorrow. Number 7, where's the next party? Number 6, luck of the Irish. 5, Irish to the last drop. Number 4, every day is St. Patrick's Day. Number 3, green beer tastes better. Number 2, Patrick was a saint. I ain't. Number 1, I've never looked better in green. Ta-da! Okay, so here is some sayings that I found. Now, don't take offense to these, my Irish friends. They're just what I found, little jokes, something to make you giggle. You know you're Irish when you're strangely poetic after a few beers. You don't know the words, but that doesn't stop you from singing. The person you insult most is probably your best friend. You're scared of a wooden spoon. Because I know I am. My mother used to use one all the time. You have no idea how to make a long story short. For the crake is the reason to do anything. Saying, I will, yeah. That means you definitely won't. Tea is the solution to every problem. You have a gift for swearing. And you know what? You were brought up by Irish parents. If in any crisis, the thing you say is Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. And I heard a friend say that yesterday. So here's the couple of jokes I had. Was Patty was driving home absolutely hammered. And suddenly he had to swerve to avoid a tree, then another, and then another. Eventually, a guarder pulled him over and asked why he was driving like a lunatic. Patty explained about all the trees in the road. The guarder replied, "For feck's sake, Patty, that's your air freshener." Sorry. Anyways, the next one is, Patty goes to court for armed robbery, and the jury foreman announces, "Not guilty." "That's grand," shouted Patty. "Can I keep the money?" Sorry. What's an Irishman's biggest dilemma? Should he eat the potato now or ferment it and drink it later? Okay, another joke I found is this. A tourist asked Patty for directions. "Excuse me, what's the quickest way to Dublin?" And Patty says, "Are you on foot or are you in a car?" And the tourist says, "In the car." Patty replies, "That's the quickest." The definition of Irish handcuffs. When a person carries a pint in each hand. Okay, and to end this video, I just want to say a couple of Irish slang things that I learned. How ye means how are you. Lavine means someone you're fond of. Go on means go on. It almost sounds Jamaican there. Old fella means father. Bogger means rural person. Cha means tea. Goost means to be in trouble. Arseways means mess. Jacks means toilet. On the lash means drinking session. And tato means chips. So, anyways, guys, that's all I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Please make sure to leave a thumbs up on the way out. And I'll see y'all next time. Don't forget that red subscribe button and the bell. Anybody else want to say goodbye? Somebody wants to come say goodbye?
Bye.
Bye.